Hi, this is Rajendran here from Marketcalls, and in today's session we are going to explore our recent charting tool. To access the charting tool, you can go to the menu and click over the charts. So currently we are providing an access to NSE F&O charts with a minimum of 5-minute time frame, and it updates in real time every 5 minutes. The default chart comes with Nifty current month futures. However, you can type over here and get access to whatever the futures or option charts in the NSE. For example, if you want to have an access to ICICI Bank January month of futures, just type ICICI down over here. So we'll be having a list of ICICI scripts trading in NSE. So I'm just clicking over January futures, 15 Jan futures. So it instantly you can see the ICICI trading scripts for Jan futures along with super trend indicator. Super trend indicator comes with default, and in case if you want to change the parameters of the super trend, click over here. There is a small settings button over here. Click over here. You can change the default settings. For example, if you want to change the factor to 3 and period to 7, you can change it over here. You can also select the indicator. You can see the multiple dots coming down here. Double click over it and you can change it. You can change the colors of the lines and properties. You can change whatever the customization. If you want to do everything here, you can do it here, right? And the charting tool comes with multiple indicators. To add your own indicators, the classical technical indicators, you can right click over the charts and go to insert indicator, and you can add this many of set of indicators. For example, if you want to add an MACD curve, click over it. You'll be having an access to MACD, right? If you want to add moving average or Bollinger Bands, let me search out for Bollinger Bands, right? So now the Bollinger Bands has been added. And so if you want to change the parameters, you can click over the settings over here. So you'll be having an access to all those settings. You can change it down here and press OK. Done. And if you want to remove any indicator, so here there will be an X button over here, the delete button, which will delete the corresponding indicator. So in this case, I'm going to delete this Bollinger Band 20,2. And if I want to remove the MACD, click over here. The settings will be, the indicator will be get deleted. And if you see the left side bar, you can have multiple drawing tools over here. The one is the line tool, which can be used to draw trend lines, and the Andrew pitchfork, and the other one is you can draw some rectangles, rotated rectangles, eclipse, triangle, polyline, arcs over the charts, and it can be used for your studies, or you can use some for example, you can write some text over here. Right, cool, pretty cool, right? So you can save your studies, and whenever you want to save your studies, you can use the load and save button. So I am saving this template over here. Say like for example, Marketcalls template. I'm saving in this name, template 1. Okay. So whenever I want to retrieve it, I just have to go to load button. Have to select my template name, Marketcalls template. I'll select it. So automatically it fetches that my study along over here. So you can always save your studies down here, and it's quite easier to save your complex indicators if you're having multiple indicators in your charting screen, or if you done some text notations over the charts. Easily it's retrievable, and your studies will be there always in our servers. And if you want to remove any of the drawings, right click and I click over the charts and click over remove all drawing tools. Whatever the drawing you done over the charts will be gone. And here, along with the line tools, these are some of the things which you can draw over the charts: the trend lines, trend angle, horizontal line, horizontal rays. Just go through it. I mean, couple of tons of indicators, tons of drawing tools here. So normally the basic traders who want to explore trend lines, vertical lines, or want to plot some arrows, extended lines, parallel lines, it helps them generally. And here inside the pitchfork you can see tons of pitchfork models, Gann box, Fibonacci retracements, cycle lines, all those fancy trend lines and the Fibonacci lines, and everything is available over here. Fibonacci spirals, right? And in the drawing tools you can we already seen that rectangles, rotated rectangles, eclipse, everything is there. And text is generally used to draw over the charts, and in some cases people want to mark their studies, like buy over here, and then for example they want to sell some, they want to mark like this. So this generally helps in tracking their studies. Apart from that, there are some of the Gartley patterns are here. I mean, if you're familiar with the Gartley and Elliott wave patterns, head and shoulder patterns, so this stuff generally tracks the pattern. So if you want to go down here, you can see, and if I move my mouse over there, you can see a small right side triangle. So click over that, so we'll be able to see that pattern. So if I want to plot an XABCD pattern, simply click and drag. So I'm just giving an example here. So likewise, I mean, you can plot it over the charts, and you can explore all the rules for the Gartley patterns has been implemented in this particular diagram. I mean the studies. And another thing is you can track, I mean, long positions, short positions, forecast, date range. So these are the studies used to track your methodologies or your trading systems, right? And if you want to zoom your charts, if you want to zoom or unzoom your charts, you can see that plus and minus button down here. So you can use minus button to zoom in and plus button to zoom out. So, and another thing is, in case if you want to have want to change the time frame, so you can click over here and select the time interval, 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour, 2 hours. As of now, the maximum time frame what we are supporting currently is 2 hours, but over a period of time, I mean, we'll be start supporting daily and weekly charts, right? So I'm just moving to an 15-minute time frame. So you can see instantly the data get loaded, and unzooming it. So you can see that your studies, the buy sell signals, all those studies are following down here, right? So if I keep on zooming in, you can see the data is getting backfilled automatically. As of now, and another thing is you can change the bar settings. I mean, let me unzoom first, unzoom it out. I'm just clicking over this. I'm selecting the indicator, pressing over the delete key, so the indicator gets deleted automatically. That is one way of deleting the indicator. Okay, so I'm keep on unzooming it. I'm using my mouse to scroll back to the charts, back and forth. I can scroll, right, and I'm removing those arrows by doing a right click and removing all the drawing tools. Now to change the bars, currently it supports hollow candles, Heiken Ashi, line charts, area charts, bar charts. Let me go to the Heiken Ashi charts. It's quite popular. It's an quite new indicator and quite popular since 2007 onwards in Indian markets. So you can instantly switch to Heiken Ashi indicator, or you can move down to bar charts. So whichever the studies which is comfortable to you, you can move to it very easily. I'm personally familiar with candlesticks chart, so I used to do all my studies with candlesticks, right? And here in the chart properties, you can control the backgrounds, you can control the candlestick color. So for example, if I want to go with an black background, I can go down here and select, and for example, I want to move to a white background, white background. So I can easily move to the white background here, and you can do or plot your studies whatever you want. And the grid lines here, if you want to change the candlesticks color, you can click over it and you can change it out whatever you want. Basically it's the front end design. If you want to alter according to your requirement, if the color is suitable, it's not suitable for you, and you want to change to a light version or a shady version, you can do it generally. And here time zone, the default time zone is Kolkata, whereas if you are viewing it from US or some other country, you can click over it and you can change it according to your country's time frame, so that it could be quite comfortable in following the timings, right? Otherwise you can follow the same Kolkata time zone plus 5:30 hours ahead of GMT timings, right? Now, what more to explain? I'm just restoring the time chart properties with a black background. So the default background follows the Ami Broker style of design, and here okay, so here you can plot a lot of these icons are called font awesome icons. So we can plot it over the charts. For example, rupee, you can plot symbols, just essentially small symbols. It's called font awesome symbols. You can plot over the charts, and nothing much. It's just to plot it or to share it with your friends, apart from nothing else. And if you want to take a screenshot, you can click over here. So it will throw out you an URL. It's basically a TradingView URL. And the library what we are using is from TradingView library with our own data from the NSE servers. So I'm just going to the URL, or in case if you want to tweet directly to your fans, you can simply do a tweet. There's a tweet button down here. Right. I'm just opening it. URL in a new window, and you can do press Ctrl S to save it. Say like I say futures. So it gets saved as an PNG file down in your machine, right? I'm just closing it. So the charts also supports options. For example, Nifty 15. The 15 represents the year, and 8500 C. January month followed by Jan, and 8500 C. I'm selecting it. So automatically it loads the 8500 C charts for the January month option contract. However, if you're not familiar with the symbols, we have a small tutorial down here about the symbol naming conventions. You can follow down here. right? And let's see what this one does. So, and if you want to plot another indicator on top of it, another instrument, what you can do, you can click over here and you can add one more indicator, like for example Nifty. So you want to put Nifty down here, Nifty future. So it automatically plots another candle along with. So you can track two or multiple instruments over the same charts during the live market hours. Right. So one thing, I'll remove the indicator. And this one here, which once again used to compare the symbol which what we had done some time back. It's the same thing. And if you, in case if you want to look into the EOD charts, there is a small interactive EOD charts down here. Smart. It's the same thing, but one can have access to historical NSE, EOD, cash market, and NSE future market. So you can see that the full history is here. Right. So generally it has historical database right from the start of NSE, adjusted to splits and bonus. So whatever functionality is available there, it is also available here also. Another option is you can have a full screen button down here. You can open it in a full screen and you can do whatever you want, adding the indicators or whatever. Right. Hope this clears some of the basic operation handling. So from next time onwards, I'll be coming up with more improved tutorials on how to use those charts and what kind of studies we can use. Let's catch up in next time, and till then, stay tuned. Thank you everyone.